I'm Debbie Bell-Hosking for FinextraTV here at EBAday 2025 in Paris. And I'm joined by Serge Wagener and Annick Moes, both of the EBA, and we're talking about instant payment regulation. So welcome to you both.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
We're going to dive straight in. Can I please ask you about the challenges you are receiving from PSPs in terms of instant payments regulation?
The IPR brings a couple of important challenges to the banks as well, I think, to the customers. So the one we addressed is the Forex conversion on instant payments going out or coming into non-euro accounts. The other one is the IPR is imposing new limits on the usage of the instant payment for basically protecting the consumer. And so this limit is in competition with existing limits within the bank, so we have to keep a good customer experience for those. And then obviously the last one will be the verification of payee, a very new concept to hopefully reduce fraud as well. And well, we had different subjects on this ones, different topics. One is a single transaction for the bulk payments. The project has to be done in a very short time frame, and it's a big bang approach in October. So there are a lot of challenges.
A lot of challenges there. I even see you nodding. And actually, Annick, I'm going to go to you next, if I may. Can you briefly explain what the IPG is? Because I understand that the cover of their latest publication is quite alarming. Perhaps you can tell us a little bit about that too.
Sure, absolutely. It's actually outright scary, Debbie. It does show a skeleton that kind of, comes out of a box, a cargo box basically, and it has like this caution, single transaction on it, and there's also like this huge tsunami wave that comes in. So it's really like a very unusual cover, I shall say, for our very, very down-to-earth payment practitioners to agree to, and that is actually what the group is about. It's the IPG stands for Instant Payments Practitioners Group, and it's a group of over 40 practitioners, and sometimes even when we called in subgroups, a lot more people with different compositions that work on specific practical issues, that keep them awake at night with regard to getting ready for this instant payments regulation.
Maybe it's echoing how some people may be feeling as they get ready. And Serge, we're talking instant payments regulation still. We're here, EBAday. Can I ask you, are there any takeaways in this subject from our event that we've been attending?
Actually, I was a really positive atmosphere, even regarding instant payment. I think we all experienced some pressure to meet the deadline, to have everything ready by then. These open questions, we have to, that remains to be completed. And what my best impression was that we were talking about as well the customer expectations, especially on the control he has on what he wants to do and when he wants to do it. There were some interesting discussions that basically what we're talking about in the future is that the customer really looks for having an end-to-end experience on the funds being transferred and confirmed to all of the parties. I think, and that's something, from my perspective, really positive, and I think gives a good future for the instant payment and a whole lot of new use cases.
And how about you, Annick? Any key takeaways?
I would totally echo the points that Serge made about the customer experience and how that's key. But speaking of experience, if you consider EBAday and this really, really marvelous event that was this year, a bit like this huge table that we put in the center of Europe, and payment practitioners from all over the place flock to it and put their pain points, their issues, their discussion topics on it and consider it together. If you go about it that way, then actually, with our cover showing this very extreme but very bugging case of that skeleton transaction, so to speak, popping out and getting in the way, it actually really opened up people's minds in the sense that they also started opening up closets and pulling skeletons out and putting them right there, and really said, well, and here's this one and that one, and how can we solve these best? Because everyone kind of thinks that probably everyone else has already solutions for these issues, and no, it turns out we don't. But if we want to solve it, it's best to look at it together, and that's what EBAday is about.
Yeah, get those skeletons out the closet so they're not so intimidating anymore. Work together. Absolutely. Thank you, Annick. Thank you, Serge.
Thank you.
Great chatting to you, and also to hear all your feedback from this great event. Thank you.
Great coming here, Debbie.
Thank you.